Everybody chill. It's alright. We're gonna be alright. You survived. You're breathing. Bitcoin's gone down to 95k. It's not the end of the world. However, if you're holding altcoins, it might actually be the end of the world for you. Because they have tanked from 1.16 trillion, the total crypto market cap, to 963 million. I think that's the top. So that is all the altcoins out of the top 10. And if we look at Bitcoin dominance is going up, which means altcoins are going to crash. And it looks like there's a lot of room for upside here on Bitcoin dominance. And that doesn't mean that Bitcoin's going up. That just means that people are taking their money out of altcoins and there's more money in Bitcoin for the time being. And that's good because things needed to be refreshed. Don't get me wrong, I made a mistake. I actually bought the other day at the top, but I also knew that I have a lot of capital remaining to deploy into these markets. And I also believe they shouldn't panic you as well, and they shouldn't change your investing thesis or the decisions you're going to make. However, I believe Bitcoin is coming down lower. Finally, I think it is coming to a point where it's going to correct properly. This isn't even a correction, but Bitcoin dominance is going up, and every time before an altcoin season starts, it's only 6%. I'm thinking around about 18, 14 to 25% to possibly even 27 to 33% on the downside. It has to make support. It's just free roaming around that 100k region, which is good for altcoins, but can it realistically stay there? I don't know. I don't know. You don't know. Anybody on Twitter telling you they do know, they don't know. Because they don't make the markets and manipulate them, do they? So how the hell do they know? They don't. But things are on fire sale. Compared to the other day, look at Brett. You had to buy it at 2.1 million market cap. Now you can get it for 1.6. Look at Ponky. You can get that for 0.43 cents. Almost halved. It's halved in price. Brother. Ethereum. Everyone was gassing up Ethereum. Like, oh, it's just going to moon. It's going to go to 5k. Like it's going to go to 5k without a dip. 4k. Bruh, these markets have a lot of room for downside. We may even be looking at 300, even back to 3k, where solid support is. Solid support at 3k. We may be heading down. So have some money ready, and you may be able to deploy. Even though I bought high, I still have more money to deploy into the markets. And my favourite coins, Omikami and Ryujin, they're actually holding up very strong because they pumped hard. They've had a little bit of a pullback. If Ethereum goes down further, if Bitcoin goes down further, we may have a further pullback, but that still is a higher high. So it could come all the way down to here. Could come all the way down to 23 million. If it comes down to 23 million market cap, best believe you know what I'm doing. Ryujin at 13 million market cap, I think is down like 14% on the day. From its all-time or its recent high of 16 million market cap, so now you can get it at 13. It's giving you another opportunity. Forget the squiggly lines, because we're still in extreme greed. Like, how are we still in extreme greed? Altcoins have been burned, and we're still in extreme greed. Is that updated? That can't be right. Don't tell me we're still in extreme. No, man. We're still in extreme greed. We're gonna go so much lower. Oh no, people are still greedy. Why are you lot so greedy, bruh? A lot of people gotta sell before anything like that is gonna happen. That is annoying, man. Let's have a little look at the BTC dominance. Not BTC, the total crypto market cap overall, because it's testing key areas. This is total. If we check it on the weekly, in fact, let's check it on the daily, but zoom out. What sort of levels? Like, look at that. It's broken all-time highs. It's always going to reject. It's smashed all-time highs. It might actually retest this 2.98 region here. 2.98 trillion. Around here. Maybe even 2.8 trillion. Potentially even 2.66. Don't tell me it's coming down to 2.66 to retest, because that would cause blood on the streets. However, if that happens, that means the market sentiment will refresh fully. What about total 3? Is total 3 breaking out like that as well? There's no way total 3 is going mental. Now total 3 just broke out, but it hasn't retested that. So which area is it coming down for? Here. It's around about there on the first region. Are we going to see further downside? Is it going to hold this level, which it has provided resistance before? Can it turn resistance into support? Or is it coming down to this region, or even this region here? It's bled out a lot already. I mean, we just get better prices, right? Because altcoin, we're out of an altcoin season. When has it wicked like that before? How long are we even in there? Few days. How long were we up here? That's like a mini altcoin season. That was a mini one. Come all the way down to stay in there for a good few days. Here it stayed in there for months. Stayed in there for March, April, May, June. That's what we need. Did it come out of altcoin season? It didn't. So I think people are way too hyped. Yo, it's come down to 63 though. That's mad. There's no way it's coming all the way down, right? There's no way that's it, right? We've been done dirty if that's it by the market makers. A lot more shorts building up, which is good, which means Bitcoin could actually go to the upside. Not a lot on the 30-day though, more longs. A lot of shorts on the 7-day, so we could squeeze higher. We could actually squeeze higher. Over how long, I don't know, because when Bitcoin wants to correct, it happens very quickly, man. In this cycle, it's very quick. And what Laffy's thinking, which I may agree with, I do think, and I believe we have to think, that there has to be further downside. However, all the fuss and commotion in the market is because of the drawn and observed side number 1. So he thinks we're going down to the 86k region, which we could wick below as well, to 80. We could easily wick to 80 as well. For us, it's okay, God willing, ribbon 2 will compensate you. So if you can, let's say you play this perfect and Bitcoin goes out, you buy around this region here. This could be support as well, and we could fly higher. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? I don't know. Nobody knows. But if it comes down to 1, also going to tank hard, bruv. Imagine getting liquidated in a bull market or super cycle or up only, whatever you name it. It's just all going up all the time. Why do you want to leverage and take the risk of losing it all? I actually made a very good point here, because all I do is make very good points. And leverage is stupid. Don't bother donating your money to the market. Donate to the people who need it, who are struggling. So you can hand your money over to me if you'd like. The most intelligent men, like the strongest, find the happiness where others would find disaster. In the labyrinth, in being hard with themselves and with others, in effort, their delight is in self-mastery. In them, asceticism becomes second nature, and necessity an instinct. They regard a difficult task as a privilege. It is to them a recreation to play with burdens that would crush all others. You have to enjoy the pain, enjoy life in the fire, in the struggle. In the markets, because we're struggling at the moment, you just got to enjoy it, because this could be the reason why you become rich. Could top on 15th to 16th of December. I found 3 confluences for the same day. It's 241 code, full moon, end of Mercury retrograde. I cannot give more info about this. It is for group members. Keeps repeating for that. Full moon has been top since March 4th, 4 times so far. Last 2 ends of Mercury retrograde were exact tops before drops. 23rd of April and 27th of August. All 3 things are on the same date. We expect that to be maybe the local top. Big correction, and then the RSI is overbought. 24th of April, 27th August. So he thinks it's going to go higher one last time. That'd send alts to the moon. Loss is part of the process. I'm holding spot, so I'm not worried. Avoid leverage. He's down a mil and I'm crying. He's down a mil. He's down a mil, bro. A milli. If I was down a milli, bro. Don't even ask me what I'd do. Not selling my Bitcoin to BlackRock, to Fidelity, to institutions, to cartels. I'm holding it. Cartels? What? The biggest liquidation since 2021. Why does the market dump and wipe almost 2 billion trades in 24 hours? Coinbase traders started the sell-off. Coinbase traders began selling 1 hour before the major dump. The sell pressure pushed the liquidation like a domino. Liquidation cascade triggered the biggest drop. Once the market hit a key liquidation zone, it was game over. Over-leveraged positions started to close. Stop losses were triggered, creating a chain reaction. The market was overheated, funding fees were spiking, a sign of excessive longs, open interest was rising rapidly, too many traders piling in, then something interesting happened. Strong buying pressure emerged on Ethereum. Ethereum doesn't experience much drawdown compared to Bitcoin. The volume is there too. Unusual sell-off in XRP. XRP's low liquidity made the move worse. XRP may have a large market cap, but its liquidity is still thin. This is why XRP can surge hundreds of percent or crush out of nowhere. Massive volume on ADA, USDC and FDUSD. When the dump started, these three saw insane volume. After a liquidation like this, here's usually what happens. Liquidations wipe out weak hands. Smart money buys the dip at a discount. The price snaps back quickly. The dump clears out weak positions and the strong hands step in. This is how I'm looking at it. I am looking at it as an opportunity. If you don't have money, you are screwed. I don't know what I would do in this situation if I didn't have money. No offense to you. You only have one option, and that's to hold and hope. Because there's no point selling at these cheap prices. What is the point? Look at the state of them liquidations. Altcoin season 2020. Breakout above key level, which happened. Pump 45%, then a 30 correction in December, 30%. After correction, alt season kicked in. Alt season 2024, breakout above key level, pump 45%, and just had a correction. We all know what's coming next. But how big? Everybody knows, low key, that we're going higher. Everybody knows Bitcoin's going higher, Ethereum's going higher, altcoins going higher, everything's going higher. But how long is it going to take? Some people are going to be like, oh yeah, it's going up. It may be. Next week, maybe a day. What if it flipping takes till 28th of January, till Trump steps in that office, for altcoins to pop off? What if we're going to get ridiculously lower prices? What if it's over? What if genuinely it's over? Everybody thinks it's calm. What if all the big dogs are selling? We're about to pump, go to your local Starbucks and to exert dominance over the pause, you pre-rich. I wouldn't condone that. One more low is still likely. So if there's another low still likely, about 90, just above maybe, best case scenario, just above this high low here, at about 90k. But if it breaks below 91, the triangle area idea will be invalidated. So if that's invalidated, everyone's going to be max pain, everyone's going to be scared. Extreme greed will no longer be extreme greed. We might even go to fear. Don't you think that's likely? Modified my orders. This guy predicted the bottom, he told you all to sell. I didn't want to sell though. I don't want to follow his trading strategy. I got my own. My trading strategy is to get rich and buy. But this guy is minted. He's got over a milli. You got to respect the hustle. I've changed my Ethereum order to this though, because that guy has as well. Way too much weakness in the market at the moment. Way too much weakness. And it's like a professional environment. Look at these wicks. Such a professional environment. Yeah, crypto goes down. Sorry to break the news to you, retail beta. But if you can't handle this, go back to voting for Kamala Harris. Wow. He's not taking that lightly. If you were feeling FOMO last week, many of the most hyped coins are now 15 to 25% cheaper. Wouldn't you buy now? Wouldn't you rather buy now than the top? Well, I'm doing both, but now that the royal flush is over, it's time to buy spot crypto. If you trade leverage, use low leverage for the love of God. Chill guided to the meme coin list on this dip. TikTok coins are stronger than you think. The only real trade to take is get off your computer and start doing some exercise. Trade that lard belly for a six pack. Our bags will full send next year. I'm not touching anything. Spend the next few weeks getting your mind and body right. Happy holidays. Do something in it. Don't just look at the charts all day. It's facts, man. Do go by it strategically. Don't just look, I gotta do this, I gotta do this. Chill. Make proper buy orders. Believe in the coins. And you can only find real belief if you genuinely like the coin. So do your research. How does a liquidation ladder happen? Remember, every liquidated long is an automatic market sell order. So when the exchange triggers the liquidations, they cascade into each other, causing the ladder. The most bullish assets will cascade the deepest because they have the most longs. Damn, yeah, that's true. So the most bullish assets will go down the hardest. Brett went down to 1.4 million market cap, maybe even 1.3. That was the time to buy, brother. Bought 2.1. Bought too much at 2.1. Not that about crazy amounts, and I lost loads of money and it's still going up, but just be nice to have waited a day. A day can change so much in crypto. Boomers are the biggest losers. Boomers have been lucky. In 1970s, boomers caused real estate markets to boom, caused stock and markets to boom. In 2020, boomers' old age will cause real estate and stock and bond market to bust. I'm a boomer born in 1947. I'm not counting on my home to be an asset or a 401k on IRA to keep me alive in retirement. If I were a child of a boomer, I would nudge my parents to sell their home stock bonds now while prices are high before the crash that is coming, and buy gold, silver, and Bitcoin now before your boomer mum and dad move in with you or expect you to pay for the rise in healthcare funeral costs. The biggest crash in history is coming. Please be proactive and get rich before the boomers go bust. This guy knows a thing or two. The crash is coming. The crash is coming. Save yourself, man. Nobody's gonna drag you out of bed, get you in your car, and get you a Lamborghini and drive you round all day. You're the only person who can do that and change your life, because you genuinely can if you put your mind to it. I've seen it. I've seen it in my own life. I could change it. Change it all. Ensure that you do. Because you only live once, man. Don't love a subpar human experience. You can live a beautiful life. Ensure that you do. The correction has been a verb in the market and has been warned about several times in the past few days. I hope that everything is clear and the warning is explicit. There's nothing to be afraid of, and this is a very normal day in crypto. Welcome to the bull run. Welcome. You're going to notice these nasty corrections. He told everyone to close. I did it on November 2021 and again today and thousands of times, yet people still fade me and listen to children influencers. This guy, I'm not going to lie, he's right. Whenever there's any worry or something, he does sell, and he's correct the majority of the time. He may miss out on some upside, but you're not going to get the downside. I've got to give credit where credit's due. Up until this point, he may make mistakes in the future. He has not missed too often. Nearly 1.5 billion liquidated. A lot of leverage just got removed. Holy. Longs get liquidated and it sends. Anything on this list is a buy. GG. I've bought some with. I've been buying with. I bought some at $4, which is a bit of a rip-off, but I was buying some at like $2.90. I'm going to buy some more soon. Every cycle there's one clear way to make it big. I'm going to buy more with. I'm punky after this, actually. I'm not buying crazy amounts, by the way. They're gambles. I've got my own 30 plays, but I've got to diversify just to keep everything stable. Because Solana, I don't really want to buy it. It's too high of a market cap. I don't see it going too much higher. 2, 3, 4x. I'd rather go for whiff, because I feel like whiff is going to explode. Look at that cute little dog. And Ponky might explode harder than Whiff, but I don't know if Whiff is going to run first. So I'm getting a little bit of exposure to both. And plus, I've already got that in Solana, so I might as well trade a little bit of Solana here and there. I won't go for it. Casper, Omikami, way better plays. Way better, clear. But I'm waiting for an Omikami pullback and Casper pullback. I'm actually buying more Casper at the moment. These are just speculative assets. And out of all these, I just trust Whiff the most. Mog ain't bad though, but it's at all-time highs. Whiff ain't broke the all-time high yet, and it's going to follow the big caps like Pepe. buy and hold the leaders in the main narrative, hold for many months. And I believe Whiff is one of the top on Solana. It could be Ponky. Ponky could flip it. Currently, though, it's Whiff, so we're going into Whiff. Meme coins. I've also got Redo on Ton. I like Redo on Ton because it's number one. And if Ton explodes, which it isn't right now, it's crashing like crazy. But all season is getting started. We are in the pre-rally right now. The coming mega rally will melt faces. That was 2021. Look at that wick down. What is that from? About 700 billion to 400 and let's say 50 billion. What is that in terms of mathematics? What is that in terms of mathematics? So if we look at 700 divided by 450. No, I got to do 450 divided by 700. 64. 100 minus 64. That's a 36% pullback. What have we seen? Is that total 3? Crypto total market cap. Total market cap. So we saw a 36% pullback. Oh, you're kidding. No, bruv. Nah, man. That's a third of the move. Oh, no. Bitcoin's actually going to 86k. Nah, bro. That is hideous. That is actually hideous. And the corrections look steeper here. Nah, man. We're going to see more upside, but the downside is going to be flipping crazy, bro. Might even see a 50% pullback. Nah, man. And I can't even sell just in case it goes higher because the upside is so high. Thank God I got cash. That's mad, bro. Based on the timeline reaction to this dip, many of you are not cut to make it in a bull. Bulls are not rainbows and kittens. They're terrifying dips and white out all your gains in 5 minutes and take steel to hold through. This is nothing compared to what's coming, bro. We're actually going to get that crazy correction. Can you survive that, bro? Can you survive that? But also knowing that if you sell now, you could miss the majority of the gains. Ah, yo. Omikami is resilient like Bitcoin. Each major crash leads to new all-time highs. 26 months of slow organic growth for maximum inclusion. Fair launch, no insiders, no paid promotion, authentic engagement. Even centralized exchanges have to position by their position for the open market like everyone else. Created by the founder of SHIB. The main objective is to flip Doge. This market cycle will be the abuse of power. Without abuse of power or misuse of influences, because it's changed the whole team. It ain't gonna happen like Shiba Inu. It ain't gonna go down like Shiba Inu. It's not going to be any mistakes, hopefully. Omikami is an experiment in spontaneous, decentralized community building where self-actualization is possible through the playing field of blockchain. A meme coin with utilities which will be released when the time is right. Holders will be rewarded. That is beautiful, man. Meme coin success recipe. You cannot force organic content, culture, or community. When you find a meme coin that satisfies all three elements, you better bid hard. You will get in the trenches and find the gems. You'll have to, man. Pudgy Penguins called it. This guy thought he called it. 224. He thought he was going to bounce. He thought he had it. He's experienced. He thought his technical analysis was there, but it's not, man. No one can predict this game. This game is a dirty game. Imagine what alts will do if it goes down to like this. And that is possible. 82k is possible. Imagine. I genuinely believe when Bitcoin starts to drop, which it did, altcoins will go up, but Bitcoin dominance is going up. That's the issue. Bitcoin dominance got to go down, and Bitcoin's got to drop or go up. Bitcoin and crypto are two different worlds. What happens in crypto can get messy and wild, oftentimes making me lean towards BTC Maxi. No. BTC corrects 80% in bear markets. Check your facts. It's the same flipping thing. That orange token that everyone believes in is going to correct like crazy. It's got institutional adoption, but it doesn't mean it's not going to correct. Everything that goes up must come down. Cristiano Ronaldo won 3 Champions Leagues back to back. but he's not as good as that now. He may be good, he may be better than the majority, but he's not. Every single thing that goes up must come down. Even though we save in Bitcoin, we cannot neglect the innovation of the last few years. DeFi will become the gold standard of finance. Top of the last market, absolutely no one was calling a top. More so if you mentioned it, Twitter would literally try to humiliate you till you stopped posting. If you were an influencer, it was literally career suicide to even discuss selling. We are not there yet. MicroStrategy has acquired another 21k of Bitcoin, bruh. That was yesterday. Ethereum can break out any moment now. What is Ethereum doing? 5 months of accumulation, 3 months of capitulation and bottom formation. 5 months of uptrend, sideways accumulation and bottom formation has already happened. Ethereum has now entered this uptrend phase. Should pump it back to 7k by Q1 2025. 7k for the risk on Ethereum currently with the price at 4k was not worth it. Now that it's come to 3.5, it may be worth it a little bit more. However, I still think there's room for downside. After everything we've seen today, I don't think the downside is finished, but every time I think that, that's when the downside finishes. It doesn't want to break this level. It doesn't want to come to 3,300 yet, but who knows? Because look at these indicators, which are usually correct for me, by the way. I don't want to share too much, but I should have listened to the indicator. Overbought. We live and we learn. Because at least we're not going to make that at the top. We're not making that mistake at the top, no way. And plus, the big guys, the big boys, they were taking profits here on the green day, whilst potentially retail is buying. You have to be buying on days like this, red days, not green days. What is Casper saying at the moment? Because I might go ahead and buy some more. Yep, I think it's time.